This is the DonutSMP, and recently I made a video going from 0 all the way to $1 billion. And in that video, I used the regear maker to get most of my money. And I got hundreds of comments asking to make a tutorial on how to use the farm. So today, I'm going to go over everything you're going to need to know to use the farm. Alright, so this is the farm, and it's a regear maker. And this makes so much money. I used it to make like billions of dollars. And I also used it in my 0 to 1 build video. Now I already have this built in game, so I'm not going to show the building process. But schematic will be in my Discord server, and it'll be the first link in the description. I'm going to show you how it works and how you're going to set it up. And then at the end, I'll say how I get my customers and how you can get customers too. So first, I'm going to go over setup. So once you build all of this, you're going to come over here, and in this hopper here, you're going to want to put 4 shulker boxes just like this. Now this is going to mean that the items only filter in one at a time. I'm not going to explain why it needs to be like that, but that's all I'm going to say. Then if we come all the way down here over to the end, this here is where you're going to add on all of your chests to put the shulkers in. I've already put some shulkers in because I just had to test it worked. So if we just build up, usually all I do is I just grab some chests and go up like this and go to the ceiling. So let me do this real quick. Alright, so now I've just done a bit of chests here. I'm going to put some extra shulkers in just so I don't run out. And there we go, that should go in. I've already put loads in, but I think you need like at least like 10 double chests, and then it'll fully fill the farm, and you'll have a load of extra too. Not even have to worry about putting more shulkers in. Alright, and I think that's everything to do with setup. So now I'm going to explain how you actually use the farm. So first, over here is where you're going to store your items. So what you're going to have to do is put all of the items in shulker boxes and put them in these chests. The shulker boxes have to be full, otherwise it'll break. So if we come over here, I have full shulker boxes full of pearls in here. And over here, I have a full shulker box full of glowstone. And you can do that for every single one. Now, you can swap these out with a different item, like this pickaxe with a shield or something. But the disc will still be the pickaxe, so you just gotta keep that in mind. And that brings me on to the texture pack. So in my Discord server, there will also be a texture pack with the schematic. And let me just show you the texture pack. It's this one right here, and all it does is makes each disc a different item, so you can use the farm. I'll show you some discs here. Here are all the discs. I'll put a list on screen now. So now let me do an example of what we can do. I'm gonna grab a pearl and 3 totems. So we put 3 totems in here, make sure they're the music discs, and 1 pearl. What we can do now is mine this shulker box, and all you have to do is place it inside the disc input. Has to be in the shulker box though. So we place this in here, and I recommend coming down into the middle here to make sure it all loads. And then as you can see, it reads the discs and puts it in the shulker loader. And then it'll have a timer and automatically break every single shulker box, and it'll head back up in the water elevator. And as you can see here are all the finished shulkers. Now this does work, and it comes 27 at a time. So every time you put it in, it will do 27 shulkers. Usually when doing orders, you're going to want to do multiples of 27, because the farm does 27 at a time. You can't go lower and you can't do higher unless it's multiples of 27. So 27, 54, etc. Alright, now let me give you an example of an order. Say I get an order and they want 27 inventory regears. So what I do is I'd grab a shulker box from /shop, and I'll lay out their inventory inside the shulker. So I'm just going to do my inventory layout because I don't actually have a customer. Make sure they are actually discs and not normal totems. Now this is all you're going to need. I've put the correct amount in, so this should work. So if we mine this, and then we just have to put it in the farm, and it will read the discs, break the shulker box, and it will start creating the shulkers. Now I'm back up here, and our fully done shulkers are coming up. Alright, now here are the prices. Usually, I do 400,000 per hotbar and 375,000 per inventory. Now the reason it's more on hotbars is because you have to buy the tools. You can ask them to provide them, but I usually just buy them because you still make like 5 mil profit from 27 regears, which is quite a lot of money, literally just for clicking a couple buttons and using the machine like for like 20 seconds. And as you can see, all of my discs have come back out, so I can just put it back in again if I wanted to. Finally, I'm going to show you how I get my customers. Now, there's 2 ways for this. The first one is going into Discord servers and asking people if they want regears. Now, you can do this in market channels, but this method is quite slow. And also, reliable, trustworthy customers are very rare, and usually you'll either get scammed or it'll just be a waste of time. You can try this, but I don't really recommend it. Now, the second method is becoming staff on regear Discord servers. Now, there are a couple of main regear Discord servers. I'll link the best one in the description if you want to buy them or if you want to become staff. It's DonutSMP regears. I am currently builder manager on it, and it's a really good place if you want to make money by doing regears. We are actually accepting a load of staff right now, so go join up and see if you'll get accepted. But there are also loads of other servers. It's not the only server. If you find one and you decide to become staff in, that's perfect because you can get loads of customers, and also you can make sure they go first so you don't get scammed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you. Please consider subscribing, and also the Discord servers will be in the description. The schematic is in mine, which will be linked first, and the server which I'm staff on will be linked second.